Why does this kid have over $1,000 in his hand? This is not going to be the normal, this is how I make my money video. It's not going to be a list of ideas that you've already heard of 1,000 times. I'm sure you already have an idea to try, but you may be a little hesitant. Why? Let me guess. You have already tried making money as a kid before and it didn't work out. Let's face it, you don't know how to get your message out and you don't know how to get people to buy from you. Don't worry, there are a lot of kids just like you. I mean, a lot. It's not your fault. No one teaches this stuff. Not those other how to make money as a kid or teen videos on YouTube, not your teachers, and probably not your parents. Gotta be honest, this video may be long, but that is because it's so action-packed full of amazing stuff, it will take more than just 3 minutes to share this amazingness with you. The key to all your money problems is this. You need to learn about how to get people to buy from you. That is called sales and marketing. That's why I created the How to Sell Anything handbook to help kids and teens literally learn how to sell anything. Click on the card right now to download your free copy of How to Sell Anything handbook because I'm going to walk you through this step by step. Let's dive in. So now that you've downloaded your free copy, I'm literally going right to this handbook. This is exactly what you're going to see. That's me on the left. My name's Steve. I'm the founder of howtomakemoneyaskid.com, which is all about helping kids and teens make money so they can live their dreams and become young entrepreneurs. Who will buy from you? You need to understand who your target customer or your ideal customer is. So if you're going to start like a babysitting business, you got to know and understand who is someone that would buy babysitting services from you. Who is someone that would pay you to babysit for them? Now, they're probably going to be a young family with kids, right? Try to figure out what are the things that would make them want to buy from you. Well, they have kids between the age of 1 and 12, and they go on dates. Who is the person who is actually going to make the decision? For babysitting, it's most likely the mom. Sorry, dads, but the mom is usually the one that makes the final decision on choosing the babysitter. So that's the person that you need to talk to and you need to pitch and convince to trust you enough to let you babysit. So that's your ideal customer. So let's write out your elevator pitch. So start here, write your first name and your business name. Now your business name could be anything, just make it up. It's not that important. So it could be Sally's babysitting service or Steve's lawn mowing service or Steve's baby bunnies, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just write down hi, I'm Steve with your business name. Rapport is where you're creating a connection with someone. So it's like telling them why you're reaching out, why you're talking to them, why it makes sense for them. We'll dive into, give a little example of that later. So your position, what you do and why you're trying to earn money. This is super important. So it's like, I'm mowing lawns, and give them a reason. If you can tell people like, I'm saving up for a guitar or I want to buy an Xbox, people love that. They see that you have, people see that you're assertive and you're a go-getter and you're going to go out there and try to earn money for something you want. And they think that's cool. And that will help them make the decision to buy for you and support you. So help them know what you do and why you're trying to earn money. The benefit. People don't buy what you do. They buy the benefit that it gives them. So if you're mowing someone's lawn, they buy from you because now they don't have to mow their lawn. That's the benefit. On that hot sunny day, now you won't have to go out and mow your lawn. That's what they're buying. They're buying the benefit that they get from you doing that product or service. Proof. Who else has bought from you? Give them some proof. Even if it's just your parents. Hey, I've been mowing my parents' lawn for the last 3 years. I'm very experienced at mowing lawns. You got to give them a little bit of proof. Or I've mowed my parents' and my grandma's lawn. Or if you have some neighbors as your client, you can always use a name like, I'm mowing the Johnson's lawn and the Cooper's lawn, and you can just name drop all the people who you're already mowing lawns for, and that's a way of building up trust. And last of all, your offer or call to action. This is what you do to get them to buy from you now, because you don't want to beat around the bush, but you do need to ask for their business to get them to say yes. They're not just going to say, oh yeah, how much does it cost? They might say that, but the chances are they're not going to. So you just need to ask them to buy. The great thing about writing out this elevator pitch is that you can use this for anything you do, for any marketing. If you're putting up a post on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, you can use this pitch to tell people what you're doing and why they should buy from you. So, you put this on your flyers or posters. It can go on everything and be used. So that's why this is so important to get it done now and get it out of the way. So an example pitch. This is the pitch that I used to sell pest control. I seriously made over $95,000 in 4 months selling pest control door to door using this very pitch. And this is all the stuff that we've already talked about. So I'll go through it with you. So starting up here at the top. Hi, I'm Steve with Steve's Pest Control. It wasn't my own business, but let's just say Steve's Pest Control. Hi, my name's Steve. I'm with Steve's Pest Control. I'm servicing about 10 homes in the neighborhood tomorrow. It's mainly been the spiders and the ants. If I can get you done with the Jones and the Myers, I'm doing it half off. So see, I had the intro, rapport, position, benefit, and proof, and the offer. Boom, all right there. And it's super short, super simple, and it tells them exactly why I'm talking to them very quickly. So one of the best ways to get people to buy from you is to make a list. Simply just write down in a big list of everyone you can think of who could potentially buy from you. Now, remember back to our ideal customer. Think about who that person is and think about all those people in your life who would fall into that category. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to figure out all their information. So we're going to write down their name, their phone number, their email, and possibly even their social media handles, if that makes sense. Where can you get potential buyers' information? So the best place is your parents' contacts. Parents have been collecting phone numbers, email addresses for years. They've had phones and emails for years. And so they have hundreds, if not possibly even up into the thousands of people that you could contact that they just have stored in their phone under their contacts or in their email under just saved contacts in their email. So with their permission, you can contact all those people and you have all their information right there that you can just start calling, start making your list, maybe go through their list of contacts with you and try to find people that qualify for your ideal customer. The other place you can find your ideal customer's contact information is from your friends' parents' contacts. Now, they probably have just as many contacts as your parents, and they'd probably be happy to help you just as much. So ask them if they were interested in helping you, especially if your friend's like your partner, then there's no reason why they couldn't help you with this. Next is social media. Almost all social media platforms have a way to direct message people. And so you can go through all the people who are following you or try to follow other people and you can search social media to try to find your ideal customer and then message them, give them your little elevator pitch, and you're ready to go. And lastly is Google. Google is a great place to find business contact information, especially like Google Maps. If part of your thing is about contacting business owners of, boutiques or whatever, and you're trying to sell your products at a boutique, go onto Google Maps, find all the local boutiques in your area, write down their information, make your list of those boutiques. So we're going to start making this list. We're going to start texting, calling, emailing, whatever the best method you think to contact them, then we're going to do it. Okay. So, and just so you know, it could take up to 6 to 9 calls, emails, or texts before someone gets back to you. Just because you call someone once and they don't get back to you doesn't mean they're not interested. What the stats say is 6 to 9 times. So take that into consideration when you're doing that. So I have a column that's called attempts. So here we go. Here's our list. Like I said, you got your first name, your last name, the phone number, email, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the attempts. That's how many times I've tried texting, emailing, or calling them. And obviously leave your notes. Keep your notes for what you've done and what the next step would be. That's what you want to do with your notes. And so if you seriously just write down a list of 20 people who could be potential families you could babysit for, and you just start calling them, emailing them, texting them, however you want to do it, and being persistent about it, pleasantly persistent, that's the key, you are guaranteed to get people to buy from you. There's no way that people will not buy from you. So not everybody's going to, but the chances of you getting more business than you can handle is pretty dang high. So marketing is really trying to collect people's contact information, from people that maybe you don't know, or maybe your parents don't already have their contacts. So here's some marketing strategies, and we've already kind of talked about some of these, but Let's just dive through some of these marketing strategies really quick for helping you be able to get more people to buy from you and get more people to really know what you're doing so that then you can talk to them and sell whatever you're selling. So first of all, word of mouth. And the key with word of mouth is if you just offer a great product or a great service, you make it really good, people will tell other people. And those other people will contact you and buy from you as well. So this is all about making a really high valuable product or service, making people really want it because they want to share it. Facebook. The best part about Facebook is there's tons of groups on Facebook. So depending on who your ideal customer is, you may be able to find a group that would fit that perfectly. So for example, I know in my local town, there's a Santaquin indoor garage sale, and that's kind of where like people all over Santaquin where I live, they sell stuff on there. They sell services, they sell products, and if you just get accepted into that group and then start pitching your stuff, you're going to get customers. I know that a lot of communities and neighborhoods have their own little Facebook page groups, kind of neighborhood watch kind of thing, where people just message about anything, not necessarily selling stuff, but there's no reason that you couldn't say, hey, look, I'm selling bread and anyone wants to buy this. People would love and go crazy over that. So use Facebook. It's a huge tool, especially with adults. Parents contacts. We've already talked about parents contacts, but those are awesome. So those should be the first place you go. In fact, I have a cousin who, her kid, she got all the business she needed for her babysitting kids club business. That's all she needed to do. She emailed a bunch of her parents' emails of people that she thought would be good, and boom, she had all the business she could handle, and that's all she does. Flyers. So flyers are a great way to get the word out. I've made videos on how to make a good flyer, and we'll go through a couple tips right here. But, putting them on people's doors, on their cars, whatever, just handing them out to people. Just make sure they're, like I said, have your pitch on there and you should be good. Flyers are a great way to go. So posters and signs, putting posters and signs on busy streets. This is how I sold my baby rabbits when I was a kid, is I just put a bunch of signs on the streets that would direct people to my house and tell them I had baby rabbits, and they'd come knock on my door. I'd go answer the door, and boom, I'd sell them a baby rabbit. So it was awesome. It worked super well. Neighbor to neighbor. So knocking on your neighbor's doors that you already know is a great way. Going neighbor to neighbor and, telling them about your service, giving them your little elevator pitch. That's a cool, awesome, easy way to get people. I mean, Ella, I have a video about a little girl named Ella, and she went out to her neighbors about 3 to 4 hours, and she was able to sell enough Cold Stone ice cream cakes that she was able to make $70 in 3 or 4 hours. So that was just all she did was go neighbor to neighbor. So Craigslist and local classifieds. You can use, people buy and sell stuff through classifieds all the time. So Craigslist is the biggest one in probably the world, maybe just America. And then sometimes there's local classifieds. So like in Utah, Arizona, Nevada, there's one called KSL, and that's the biggest one in this area. But so look around, look for your local newspaper, see if they have a classified, but Craigslist is always a good one. So you can offer to sell your products or services on Craigslist. Just make sure you involve your parents if you're using classifieds, and make sure they understand what you're doing and how you're doing it, and keep them highly involved, okay? Next is a stand, a lemonade stand, setting up a booth. All those kind of things work great if you can have a good location where there's a lot of people coming by. So whether it's in a park or, especially city events, different things like that, setting up a little booth, it's almost like your little mini store. And so think of it that way. So you can set up a stand and sell a lot of stuff if you're at the right location, the right time and place. Kara's ultimate strategy. I love this. This is a real example of a real girl that a friend told me about in his neighborhood. Now, she did a bake sale every Friday during the summer, and she is super good at getting the word out and gets lots of money. Now, what she would do on Thursdays, she would go to with her older sister and put up flyers on people's doors around her neighborhood. Then she would use several posts on neighborhood Facebook pages throughout the week and put up posters around the neighborhood on major roads to direct people to her stand. And then she would make big posters on her stand so people could see from the street and far away the goodies that she was selling. So Kara, she actually used like not just one strategy, she used like a bunch of these strategies and was able to put it all together in this perfect, awesome, huge bake sale. And she actually did these every Friday is what my friend was telling me. And she just made a killing. There was like a line of cars and a line of people coming to buy all of her baked goods every Friday. So use a lot of these different strategies and you're bound to be successful. So I skipped a bunch of the handbook and you can go back through it yourself. It's a free download you can download. I'll put the link on the post or in the description in this video so you can be able to download, or there'll probably be a card that pops up right here and you can look at that card. But anyway, this is awesome, crucial information. If you do this, I guarantee that you will get more business than you can handle. So the key to doing all of this is when you start out, like with anything, like if you start playing the piano tomorrow, you're not going to be very good at piano. So just like piano, if you're starting out selling for the first time tomorrow, you're probably not going to be that good. And that's okay. Just start and keep trying and practice in the mirror, practice by doing, measure your efforts. You're going to be awesome. So just get started and you're going to be awesome. And then over time, as you do more different things, selling and marketing, you're going to get better and better and better. It's maybe not be overnight, but over time you will get better. But if you just follow these simple steps I've told you, even if you're starting the first time, you'll still get more business, more customers, more people buying from you than you can handle. So happy selling. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at How to Make Money as a Kid, and we'll catch you in the next lesson.